What's up, guys? I'm here today to discuss the controversial Guns N' Roses album Chinese Democracy from 2008. And this album took a long time to make. It had been 15 years since the band had last released a record, and that was 1993's cover record, The Spaghetti Incident. But Chinese Democracy was actually going to be released in 1999, and then it got delayed and re-recorded. It ultimately ended up costing $13 million to make, making it the most expensive rock record of all time. But it actually sold over 1 million copies in the US and 1 million copies in Europe. When it first came out, for me, I was kind of disappointed with it, but over time, I've actually come to appreciate a lot of the complexities of the music, and some of the songs are actually really cool to see performed live. I think that's when I first developed an appreciation for it. But what did other people think? Let's explore that. It may surprise you to learn it actually had some fairly decent reviews. If you look at these ratings here, Metacritic, which assigns a normalized rating out of 100 to reviews from mainstream critics, the album received an average score of 64 based on 28 reviews. All Music gave it 4 stars. The AV Club gave it an A-. Entertainment Weekly said B-. Rolling Stone, 4 to 5 stars. Spin, 7 out of 10. So not terrible. And it even made some best of lists. ABC News 50 Best Albums of 2008. Rolling Stone, number 12 of the top albums of 2008. Ultimate Classic Rock, that one of the highest rankings, gave it number 4 best album of 2008. The album's polarizing reaction led it to being included on several publications' year-end worst of lists and best of lists, though. Most of the ex-Guns N' Roses members gave it positive reviews. Slash said it's a really good record. It's very different from what original Guns N' Roses sounded like, but it's a great statement by Axl. Duff McKagan praised the album, saying Axl sounds amazing, and I think Axl's finally made the record he always wanted to. However, original drummer Steven Adler, when asked if he liked the album, said, "Not one bit. I didn't recognize Axl's voice on it. There was occasional parts where he does his loud scream, but I didn't even know it was him." Steven also criticized labeling the album as a Guns N' Roses album, stating it should have been released as an Axl Rose solo album. Okay, so what about fan reaction? It actually has mostly positive reviews on Amazon, with 68% of users giving it 5 stars, but it's the 1-star reviews that I'm curious about. The fact that people would take the time to make a 1-star review, that they were so unhappy with it. So let's see, this one gave it a 1 star, but if you read it, it said, "I just rated this a 1 star because people usually read the bad reviews, including the artist. I really give this a 4-star rating." That's actually not that bad. This guy gave it 2 stars, and he said it sounded like a damn good comeback album. For Queensryche, I don't even really understand what that means. I guess he thought it sounded like a Queensryche record? I don't know. The user Jimmy Kicker gave it 1 star and called it pitiful. Absolutely the biggest piece of garbage ever, and certainly not GNR sound at all. Joshua F. Bumgardner gave it 1 star and called it audio X-lax. This album is tired, horrible, and absolutely pointless. I would be surprised if he even listened to this album. This album is to music what Bruce Baum is to comedy. I had to Google. I didn't know who Bruce Baum was. Tired, pointless, and unbelievable. Thanks, Obama. What did Obama do? The Godfather gave it 1 star and said, "The long wait for a complete dud." This part was funny. Who and what is a bumblefoot? This album was a disaster from its inception, and after waiting for something for so long, it's about as disappointing as Star Wars coming back with The Phantom Menace. The album is hard to listen to, and it's a complete, utter dud. Kay Turner gave it 1 star, said it was quite possibly the worst album ever made. Overproduced, overhyped, overthought, just over. Hopefully their current reunion tour will be the closure to a shaky legacy that began with one of the greatest albums ever. Jamie Collins gave it 1 star and said, "Save you money. Does not even deserve the 1 star. The worst CD ever. I felt like I was robbed once I put the CD in my player. I want my money and my hour of my life back, please." Giovanni Rosa gave it 1 star and said, "Well, when it first came out, I gave it a few listens, and it was one of the most ghastly things I'd ever heard. This is my review. I paid $14 for it, and after a 20-minute listen, I stopped at a Sunco gas station, went to the men's room, and left it on the toilet, where it belongs." This person, it just goes by person, gave it 1 star, "Guns with no roses." I think if it weren't for Axl being the biggest baby powder and whiner, other than Dave Mustaine, in the rock business, they would have had a long, healthy career. Now they would have no change whatsoever, I think he meant no chance, of even coming close to a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Use the gun and finish off yourself, Axl, so we may lay a rose on your grave. Maybe a wilted one? Ha, just kidding. Maybe. Well, what did you think of the album? Like I said, it's kind of grown on me, but I do think bad reviews are always funny. So let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content. Thanks.